Hey guys, welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I'm your co-host QT.
I'm Daniel Cusimano.
And I'm Jordan Staff.
Period. Boop, 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 boop.
We're back.
We're back. Surprise! You thought you could get rid of us? Turns out you can't. We are back to talk everything Survivor 49 leading up to the finale, which is so exciting. A crazy up and down roller coaster of a season, but we've made it to the end. And we didn't have an episode last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. So we're gonna just be recapping the big moments that happened in the last 2 episodes and get you up to date on what our thoughts are, because I know you guys really care about what we have to say about this.
Yeah, really.
Wait, I also just want to say, QT, I don't know why you're really giving it to me right now.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I just like this look, like the hair, how it is, the glasses, this like shirt, like it's just giving something to me right now, and I can't handle it.
Thank you so much. I literally feel like a bum. I'm in like a t-shirt that I wear to go to sleep.
So
I put glasses on because I have no makeup on. And
so
I guess my hair is like kind of slayed. So
Has it been 30 days? It's definitely been 30 days, right?
Oh yeah.
It's been more than 30 days. I have gone back to wearing makeup. If you don't know, a little aside, I did a 30-day no makeup challenge because my skin was really bad. And then December 1st was officially November 30th or something like that. Was officially my 30 days. So I'm 30 days off of no makeup, and I went back to wearing makeup, but not as much. So I still try to not wear it when I don't need it. So
girl, we're looking at you right now. Your literal cheek bitch is glowing. Like look at it. Literally, like this whole thing looks like you have highlighter on. Like it's eating up. Like I can't.
I'll scream. Well, thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Let's start talking about some people that maybe aren't glowing after however many days on Survivor. There's just no skincare out there, you know what I mean? All right, so getting into it, we're not going to do, normally if you've listened to the other episodes, we do a breakdown of the episode and talk like line by line things that happen. We're just going to go a little bit more general this time, and I think it will be more fun that way. So first thing we have to talk about is really like the biggest thing from 2 episodes ago was Yellow Sophie has left us, and we have had so much of a roller coaster with Yellow Sophie. In the beginning, she had absolutely no edit. We didn't know who she was. I kept forgetting that she even existed on the show. Then all of a sudden Merge happened, and she's like the biggest character in our face, winning immunity, etc., etc. And then she kind of slides to the wayside. I think she made some bad moves, especially kind of going over to the trio of Rizzo, Savannah, and Blue Sophie. She, for some reason, decided to start working with them for a vote, but then all of a sudden wanted to be like a free agent and go back the other way. And I don't know, I think she just messed up a little bit too much. What did you guys think about Sophie and her leaving?
One thing that really pissed me off, and I think this was the episode, is when Steven had the chance to go on his little adventure, and then I'm bringing up the exact quote here. She was like, "Oh, I'm so angry we let Steven go for the advantage because everybody wanted Steven gone at that point." Bitch, you could have raised your fucking hand.
Right.
Like, I'm over here, like, and it goes back to what you said, QT, of bad gameplay, of like, there's so many things that happened in this game that were preventable, but you chose to turn the other cheek and make another move or not do something. That's what annoys me. There is a bunch of luck in this game and whatever, but there's been so many moves by her and other people that, like, this didn't have to happen, but you made it happen, and now you're complaining about it. No. Like, no, babes. Like, get off this island. Like, I'm over it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, sorry, Jordan.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think that a lot of the times people maybe like a Sophie who didn't do much in the beginning of the game kind of have this thought process that they have to make big moves or make different moves or like do something crazy. But sometimes the best move for you is the most obvious one. Like just stick to the plan and it will get you to the end. And then you can talk about how you played like the perfect Survivor game because you always made the right moves. But trying to be different and do too much, I think gets people in trouble. And I think that's what happens with Yellow Sophie.
100%. All I was gonna say is like with the whole Steven going on, I'm gonna call it an excursion because I don't know what the hell they called it anymore
Like
right
a
now.
journey
But
or something.
Journey.
yeah,
It's a journey. It's not the excursion, bitch.
He's
Steven
on
going
a
on a journey.
cruise. He gets
Yeah.
off the cruise at St. Thomas and goes jet skiing. Like,
Stupid. Yeah, I don't know why I said that, but yeah, the whole thing with Steven, it was like everyone, if I remember correctly, it's been 2 weeks. Everyone was already saying how they wanted to get Steven out. And then they were like,
Yes.
well, it sounds like it's going to be strenuous. So let's send him. That way he's tired after. And it's like, okay, he's going to be tired with an advantage. What does it matter?
yeah. And the
And
gag
then,
is he wins immunity that
Yeah.
episode anyway. So it's
but
like,
no, and going back to it, it wasn't even that. Also, they spent the whole fucking day chasing around chickens on the island. So, like,
right,
who was resting? So, like, I mean, it was just like he was the number one target, and y'all were like, "Have it, yeah, get into it." Like that was so bad. And what you said, QT, I don't think you have to do anything big at the beginning. I think honestly the best game player is someone who lays low, gets their roots and cements their roots into these people and trust in these people and builds that relationship and lets it grow to utilize that later on in the game. So I don't have beef with Sophie's game, and she also never went to tribal council, so I don't blame her. We didn't see her. She didn't have to go there. It was just it went from bad to worse for you, Diva, and I think production was like, this gameplay was so ass, we're not giving you an edit. And can I blame them for that? No.
T, major T. Okay. Well, like I said, Steven won the immunity in that episode, and Sophie goes home with a 6-1 vote. She ends up voting Savannah, but it's like, Diva, you needed to break up that trio last week, and
Yeah,
then
that was
maybe you wouldn't
crazy.
be in this position. But this is the first time that we basically get like a unanimous vote, and it's with people that who have completely not voted together at all. They like all came to this consensus to do Sophie. I still
And
think
it's,
it's crazy that Rizzo's not getting any votes on him, and we're not
yeah.
like threatening him to try to at least get him to use the idol. But at this point, the idol has become such like a almost a non-factor to me. It's like, you know, when
Yeah.
like the target gets so big that all of a sudden it's not a target, it's just like a big circle. I feel like that's
Yeah.
what's happening with the idol, which we can talk about a little bit more when we
Hmm.
start talking about Rizzo. But yeah,
I mean,
I don't
yeah.
go for it, Jordan.
I was
No,
just
go
gonna
for
say
it.
the whole season, it's like even like our top players like Savannah, Rizzo, in my opinion, they aren't that amazing players. It's like
They're
this whole season is just full of bad players all
yeah,
around, and you have for some reason Rizzo and Savannah, who are also not good players, just a little bit better than them that have a little bit more sense.
100%.
No, and that's like what bugs me is we know who comes back for 50. Spoiler if you don't want to know who comes back for 50. We say this every episode, whatever. You have 5 seconds.
Yeah,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Literally seeing both of them come back, Savannah and Rizzo, I'm like, I don't see it at all. For me, I almost view it as child's play of like, you're going to go up against some of the greats and you even think you're going to hold a candle to them
No.
is absolutely diabolical to me. What I also don't understand is Sophie being like, we have to get Savannah out, we have to get Savannah out. Where was this a day ago? Like, that's what I don't get about these people playing the game is 2 days ago you thought it was a bad idea to get, and I understand the
yeah,
game is always evolving and it's always changing, but baby, there's only a final three, and you know the final three was always going to be Sophie, not you, other Sophie, Savannah, Rizzo. You were never in there, so to now be like, we have to get her out, this is our time, like her sitting on the log, this is it, guys, this is our moment. Bitch, the moment was 48 hours ago,
yeah.
The
and
moment
you didn't do it, and you got rid of Juan. And I wanted to say this, I watched an interview with Juan, and I want to get everybody's thoughts on this because it gagged me boots.
okay.
Juan made a comment, and he was like, and I don't, I don't, sorry, it's actually kind of diabolical. He made a comment where he was like, yeah, like, it's just crazy. The first, like, 4 people, like, to be a part of the jury are all people of color. And, like, I don't know what that means, and I don't know what that's about. When Juan was the person who voted out 3 of those people.
Oh,
It's
So
actually
I just
diabolical.
no, it's diabolical. I also think someone said, and do not get me twisted if I'm incorrect, someone said every person of color made it to jury. I could be wrong. I'm so sorry. I forgot who
Oh,
got voted the first thing. But I
Cameron.
am just kind of gagging that he's playing this card when, like, you voted out the 3 people
Yeah.
who you spent home and like you pitched for them all to go. I just wanted to get your all thoughts on that because I fucking died seeing
It's
it.
absolutely wild to me because, like, yes, I think that's what the discussion has been online for the past few, like before Jawan, it was like, why are Black people all filling up the
Mhm.
jury? Like, why are the people of color all
Right.
the people that are going to jury? And there were comments about the fact that Jawan is the person that's like making these things happen. Like him, he was the reason that MC goes to the jury. Like Nate, there was so many opportunities he had to not do that. My biggest thing, because even being a Black person that's played these games,
Right.
obviously watching it, I'm always like, I want the Black people to stick together. On Big Brother, it was amazing when we had the cookout and
Mhm.
they really stuck together. At the end of the day, you go in there to play your own individual game. So I understand when maybe, yeah, maybe it is best for your game to get another Black person out, and I'm okay with that. But then you can't come
You're
back
right.
on the other hand and be like, all the Black people are going to jury. Like, you are the reason why. Like, it's okay that you're the reason why, but then don't try to all of a sudden, now that you're there, try to make it seem like whatever.
That's exactly where I'm at because no one else in the jury like that I've seen has said that. Like I don't think I've seen an interview with MC saying that or Nate said like I don't think I have, but it killed me because I'm like, Juan, like you can't have it both ways, babes. Like the sentiment of what you're saying is correct,
Yeah.
right? Like, of course, you're gonna look at that and be like, "That's
Yeah.
weird." Like, that's whatever. Given, do I think it's anything malicious in the game? No, I think it's Survivor. I think if you're aligned with them, you're aligned with them. And if you're not aligned, you're not aligned. Like, whatever. I understand the perception of what that gives. Just, but for Jawad to say it, and someone was like, "Bitch, you voted off all three of
No,
them and
she did.
spearheaded
And
the
also,
vote."
MC did talk about this in her interviews, but
Mhm.
I think when she's talking about it, it makes a lot of sense because her whole thing was like, the reason I even told Juwan, this is like going back so far, I forget the details of it, but when she told Juwan, I think that it was like Shannon or something, or
Sophie, I think it was Sophie. It
Sophie,
was Sophie.
or yeah, was coming against him. Everyone was up in arms about like, why would MC do that? That's so bad for her game. And she was like, I did it because I didn't want Jawan to be a Black person that goes into jury. So like she was actually making moves, maybe even against herself, to try to get it so that it's not that way. So
Yeah.
if you're going to do something to help the problem, then you can talk about the problem, but you can't
That
necessarily talk about it if you're part of it.
that it was just such a I just thought it was such a stupid comment to make because I was like, baby, like diva, like come on, like if you were rallying to keep them all in, say your shit, yeah, get
Right.
into it. But I'm like, you're the one who purposely got MC out. You were the one who flipped on Nate to get Nate out. Like,
Yeah.
who was the third person? It was MC, Nate.
Oh, remember?
I can't remember,
Oh,
honestly.
I don't
Well,
even remember.
well, that's all I wanted to talk about that segment. I just thought it was a funny interview, and I just think drawn, but honestly, so on brand for him. He was stealing Savannah's shit the whole entire time. Like at this point, like he just be saying and doing dumb shit. So honestly, dare I say, on brand for the
That feels
matter.
like
Back to
forever
our
ago.
regularly scheduled
And again,
program.
I will say what he's saying, I do agree with. Like, I think
Yeah,
maybe there is something to look at within these games of like why
yeah,
it's
Mm-hmm.
happening, but
100%.
100% what
correct,
we're saying.
correct.
Okay, moving on, we have Shannon turning on Steven. And I know my dear friend Daniel has a lot to say about this.
It's
She
just,
basically, okay,
who's running this shit? Who is doing this? It's just, if y'all don't fucking know what we're talking about, and you should if you're watching this, I'm really getting up on it. And this is like, me and my family were screaming about this. Throw this season away. Jordan, input the gift, bitch, of the throwing the fucking money again.
it's not
Give it,
happening.
throw it. It's never happening. It's never happening.
Wait, why am I
Throw it.
forgetting who Shannon is?
Oh, sorry,
No,
not
no,
Shannon.
no, sorry, not Shannon. I'm so
Sage.
sorry, not Shannon. I said the wrong
Oh,
name. What the heck is her
No,
name?
I'm reading the notes and it's
yeah, I'm reading Shannon. I'm like, what's
Wait, I'm
wrong with me
changing it
right
right
now?
now. What the heck is this woman's name?
Sage,
Sage.
Sage,
Sage.
Sage.
Sage. Okay. Anywhere. Sorry, we share a group notes that I I took notes on. Anywhere that you see Shannon, just change it to Sage, please.
Bitch, I'm fucking dead. Back to what I was saying.
Let me change it.
Bruh, fuck Sage and Christina, get off my fuck ass screens. I can't. And I listen. I actually love Sage as a human being, and I also want to put this out there. When you're playing the game, you're hungry, you're tired, you're starved. I just went to go eat hibachi. I'm fully fed. Like, I understand my brain, and I'm watching the show is so completely different than what is actually happening in real life. But with that being fucking said, this does not take a rocket scientist to figure this out. Y'all know what the gig was. It was 3-3, right? Steven had his block a vote. It was 3-2. They had the numbers. Finally, we're breaking up the trio. Let's get into the gig. Christina and Sage decide to turn on Steven to make it another unanimous vote against Steven because they were worried about beating him in the end. Bitch, there is no fucking end for you. There's nothing. Baby, there is no, what's the thing? Baby, there is no home. There's no plane. Yeah, baby, there is no plane. There's no fucking finale for you. There is no final 3 chairs for you there unless you win fire. That's it. Why? When you know there is a strict 3, you are about to go down to 5, somebody has an idol given, they didn't know he had an idol, whatever. It doesn't matter. You don't even need an idol at 5 because it's fucking 5 and it's 3 versus 2. How do you think you're making it through tomorrow? Sage, how do you think you're making it through tomorrow? Oh, I'd bring Christina. We know Christina ain't winning no immunity challenge, and I know that girl ain't making the fucking fire. So we know Sage is going home next. I need to know the thought process. I need to know why you wasted 11 episodes of my fucking life on this. I need to understand it. So I need to understand why you wait, and we'll get into that later. But why the fuck did we do this? Someone tell me. Someone give me a good information in the chat. Does it make sense? No. I don't care how hungry you are. Let's do math. Those 3 are together the whole time. Savannah literally picked 2 of them to go on the fucking reward with them. So it even got brought up at the challenge. Well, we know it's 3 against 3. It's 3 them versus 3 us. We all been fucking know. And so what world are we living in where you said vote Steven out? Tons. Let's vote him out. Vote him out. Wasted my fucking time. Throw it all away. And we're bringing back Rizzo and Savannah for 50 because fucking what? You casted people with fucking dumbass IQs on here and they're acting like they did something. Get the fuck out of my face. This is diabolical that I had to watch with my family. I was like, oh my God, it's happening. Sophia's going home even though I love her. I feel bad for her. But like, yes, like something's fucking spicy. And then Steven goes home unanimously. I never looked more like Boo Boo the fucking fool in my whole fucking life. And that's what I fucking think about it. What a shitty fucking move. Put this in the fucking books as ass cheek fucking gameplay. That's all.
That entire tribal was so frustrating.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was delayed a little
I had a
bit.
delay.
No, I totally agree with absolutely every single thing that you said. I double that and give it to the next one. Like Sage kind of says that she feels like she can't beat Steven in the end, but then it's like, but you think you can beat Rizzo, Savannah, and Soph in the end? Like that doesn't that shouldn't be a part of the equation. Like that's your number 1 person. That's the person that if he wins at Final 4 might not or probably is not going to put you into fire. Like would rather sit next to you. So it's just another number for you to have in a game where the numbers are dwindling, especially on your side. Like we finally got it back up to like a fair game where it's 3 against 3. They no longer have the majority with all their extra votes and stuff. But it's like, no, you guys are just giving the game away to them. And to Daniel's point that he made or keeps making, Rizzo and Savannah are not, I'm not saying that they can't be great game players. I'm just saying I don't think we're seeing their full potential because they're playing with the bottom of the barrel. Like these people are making horrible decisions that are only helping them more and more to the point where they don't have, like Rizzo not using an idol all this time is not smart. It's the dumbest thing you can do in Survivor, but he has people that are not forcing him to use it. And that's why it's looking like this great move, but it's actually subjectively a really bad move to have this idol and not use it all this time and to keep being like showy with it, which we're going to talk about even more because he does it again. But I think that they're still making flaws. Savannah, no one even likes Savannah. Like everyone there hates her. The only reason she's still there is because she's winning immunity challenges. If not for the Pilates that she does, which is what's helping her win all of these challenges, she would be out already. So like, yeah, we're not seeing their fullest potential.
It also just to me, I look at it where you can't even consider Savannah a good gameplay because socially she's been so horrific, and that is my problem.
She doesn't even realize it.
And same thing
Mhm.
with Rizzo too. Like you stick with your clique, and that is it. You are not doing like socially. You're threatening this idol, and you're not getting votes. So like, okay, but like, what relationships are you making that is above this three? And it's just this three. It's nothing. Also, what I want to say to fucking Sage and Christina. Girl, guess what? No one is saying you have to bring Steven to the end, but you don't have the numbers to make it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at
Yeah.
this point, what you should do, take a number off of their side, and then guess what? At final five, hope that Rizzo or Soph or someone wins immunity, and then take out Steven. So then you're going into 4-2-2, and you're going into four with Rizzo and Soph and Sage and Christina. That is how you should be playing it. I understand if you don't want to go to the end with Steven. I understand that. You're not getting there now. You do not have this is a numbers game. You have no advantage. So it's not even like they have an idol. So like if they play it on the right person, like they're both staying in, whatever. Like you have nothing. No one is going to compete against fucking Savannah. I mean, maybe Sage. Sage has kind of been pulling
Mhm.
her weight in these
Yeah.
competitions, whatever. But it's like Sage could beat fucking Steven in an immunity challenge.
Yeah.
Sage has gotten second twice. You're not making it to the end. So yes, I understand that when you're playing this game and you don't see everything and you're hungry and you're tired. I understand that, but it doesn't matter if I'm starving 40 days and 40 nights here. The writing's on the wall and you know it
Yeah.
is. And also, I don't want to hear no bullshit excuse that they think Soph is going to turn on them. And let me tell you why. Because if Soph was really going to turn on them, why was she about to take why didn't she save the advantage to take away Rizzo's idol at 5 or something different?
Yeah.
Why use it on Steven? Like, if you knew everybody was going to vote against Steven, right? You knew all 5 of these people and you trusted them. It doesn't matter even if he had that block of vote, he's still going home. So for me, if I'm sitting there before I vote and like, Sophie's telling me she's going to work with us, she's going to work with us, she's going to work with us, and then she pulls that move, my brain would be like, so you don't trust us?
100%.
Because if you did trust us, you wouldn't play that. So then my ass would be like, fuck this vote. I'm voting out fucking Soph
Yeah.
down. So
100%.
this was
I was gonna say
horrific.
that.
Please.
I was gonna say that's the only thought process that would have made slight sense. Is like she's like, okay, going into the next round, like me and Christina are gonna work with Soph and take out Savannah or
It's
like
null and void.
Rizzo, and like, oh, Steven's too big of a threat, so I can take him out now and I'll be fine because we'll have this 3 later. But then, like you said, the moment that she plays the knowledge is power against him, that should have just been thrown out the window immediately.
Right.
Because if
And how
anything,
lucky.
if you want, sorry, just the last quick thing I'll say, because guess what? If she's true about getting rid of Soph or Rizzo next round, even if they don't have it, you're just going to save it just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case Rizzo plays his idol now, guess what? The idol comes back into the game. If I really want Rizzo out, I'm going to save that for myself if I really wanted to get them out. QT, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, like, how lucky are they that they got that information before the vote? Because a lot of the times you don't get information till after when someone uses the idol, and it's like, oh, I already voted for them.
Right.
But they were able to know this, that Soph was turning on them or whatever before the vote by her using it on Steven instead of getting Rizzo's idol.
I'm gonna say something. There is a flaw in this game, and I think this was really fucked. And if this like fucked up the game, I would have really been pissed off. I do not think Rizzo should have been able to ask if somebody got their vote stolen before he played the idol. I don't like that at all, because that was really like, because guess what? If it worked out the way it should have, right? And Rizzo probably should have played his idol for Soph. Like that's really what should have happened here, right? That's what should have. I think it's bullshit. Given anybody can lie, right? Everybody can be like,
Mhm.
no. But
Right.
given like this is an alliance game, whatever.
Mhm.
I don't think you should be able to say if your vote was stolen or not. I think that's complete bullshit, and that's something that CBS should not have allowed.
I don't know if I
Period.
agree. Why do you think that?
Because
I mean, I
guess
understand the
what?
thought process, but also it's just like a social game, and unless there's like a
So,
strict no talking rule.
no, but the reason I say you shouldn't have done it is because guess what? Like, I look at it like this, right? Where this was so cool because guess what? Steven could have been bluffing that he never found something. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't know. When she asks, hey, give me your thing, and he says, I don't have it, that can mean so many things. That can mean he never found anything to begin with and he was bluffing with everybody. It means it could have been a block of vote. It could have been a steal of vote. So it forces Rizzo to kind of like put himself in a rock and a hard place of, did Steven have something, or is Steven bluffing just as much as I'm bluffing, or is Steven holding this for next tribal council as well? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By exposing that actually happened during that vote, it gave Rizzo insight that it's like, oh, I should play this. I just think it's fucked.
Well,
like,
then if that, I would blame more so Then if anything, it should be like Roblox, where it's like you still vote, and then right before votes revealed, it's like the vote block was played on X.
Correct. I just don't think it should have been talked about before Rizzo decided if he was going to play his idol or not. I think it should have been like, are you playing it or are you not? Like, you cannot ask what happened to people in that voting booth. We've never seen this before. Yeah. I just think that was fucked up because guess what? Let's say it worked out the way it should have. Steven blocks his vote. Rizzo doesn't play the idol. Guess what? Soph goes home and a numbers lost. That's great TV. But the fact that he told Savannah and Savannah said, yeah, like he used to, I mean, let's say he played it on Soph and Soph doesn't go home. Then it's like, that was a fucking waste of a vote. Like, that's fucked because that's the secret of it, of blocking somebody's vote. And that secret is really gone because it just got exposed to everybody. What was preventing Savannah from standing up saying, guys, my vote was blocked. My vote was blocked. My vote was blocked. So I think that was fucked. I don't know, QT, if you agree. I just don't. I think it ruins it. And it ruins like the power it could have and the impact it could have.
Yeah, I feel like I'm somewhere in between the two because like to Jordan's point, it's like part of sometimes what makes it exciting tribal council is that it is so live or when it is live or when people are talking and stuff. Yeah. So I don't know, but I guess that's even more so before the vote. Like we never really see the people talking after it. And but then I do agree that like whatever's done in that voting booth should be like off the table. Like you can't talk about what happens in the voting booth, just like you can't talk about what happens in the diary room in Big Brother. But then when it's like a game mechanic and I don't know, like because then I'm also trying to think if Rizzo was someone that I really liked that did this, would I be happy about it? Like I'm not happy about it because it's Rizzo, but I don't know. I like fall somewhere in between.
Yeah, production probably just didn't know to like step in and be like, you can't. Stop it, no talking.
Yeah, to me again, it ruins the twist because like again, if you're exposing somebody's advantage before the vote like that, for me it's like, what's the surprise then? Like at the end of the day, like and I think it added such a social dynamic of being like, was Steven lying the whole time? Did he have it? Is he saving it? We don't know. And that would force maybe Rizzo to be like, I can't take a chance.
Yeah, because of that.
If he did have something and it could be me, you know? So I just think that was fucked when she was like, and then also let's talk about it. Rizzo not playing it on Soph. I mean, I don't know if we're going to see something in the final episode where they all agree to go for Steven, whatever. But if I'm Soph and I'm looking at that, I'm saying, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Because I easily could have gone home tonight.
Yeah.
And I clearly mean nothing to you. Yeah. And that's something that but I don't think she's going to wake that up.
Yeah, but no, because if she would have gone home, that would have been like him literally dancing on her grave. Like that just like irked me so much
because he didn't even know at that point what actually was happening. But speaking of production and like what's right or what's wrong, there's been a lot of talk about the way Steven was able to play his block of vote. He has to tell a producer before tribal council, I choose to block blank's vote. He chooses to block Savannah's vote, but we've never seen a power be used before tribal council, or we've never seen a power be used in conjunction with like production. Like it's something that Steven has to do in private and has to say to a producer instead of just like all of a sudden in the voting booth or whatever, like blocking Savannah's vote or whatever. But how do you guys feel about
I absolutely hated that, especially when knowledge is power is an advantage. It makes no sense. And you've been building up her knowledge is power this entire time, and then it just gets wasted when she's like been playing it so secret. Like granted, she should have never even used, well, I don't know, that besides the point. I hated it. It makes no sense when it goes directly against a power that's in your game.
I did too. I think, was I happy because I was like, oh my God, some spicy shit is going to happen. And like, look at this moment she has, right? 100%. But even though I was rooting for the other side, I can still say that should never have happened. If you have knowledge is power, it's like, what the fuck? Like they could play it before. So again, what was she supposed to do? Be like at Camp Hade, you have something? Like, I don't know if knowledge is power can only be used at tribal, but it's like, what? Like, I think that was so counterintuitive and that was really fucked. Given I'm happy it blew up in her face like this because I was like, so you had into final five. You have it. You make it through this round and you have it to final five and move on. But so I mean, I'm happy it worked against her because she said her grandma would tell her to take the idol and to be safe. So I'm happy she got her shit rocked. Also, but guys, can I say this? she's standing next to Soph. She's sitting next to Savannah and Rizzo. Why does she think she has a shot to win this?
She was the biggest letdown of this season and episode, in my opinion. Like, I was thought she was gonna win. Like, I was like, oh,
Same.
she's gonna turn on them. She's had this advantage in her pocket this entire time.
Same.
Like, she's the clear winner, and then it just all went downhill in one episode.
Yeah.
Because that's a winning move, and in Survivor, like I know we've kind of jumped in when we've watched the show, but especially in these later seasons we talked about last episode, it only takes one move, one big fucking move that everybody remembers, and that's what gets you the win.
And she knew that. She was literally saying that the whole time.
I know. That's why it's so confusing and disappointing, because I think she's had, opposite of Yellow Soph, Blue Soph has had a great edit so far. From the beginning, she went through the trenches. She's like one of the only ones that made it to the merge. I mean, one out of two people that made it to the merge from that blue tribe that was doing horrible in the beginning.
Alex.
And
Alex, that's the guy. That's the guy. That's the fourth juror. Sorry, that's the third juror.
Oh,
Continue.
yes, you're right. Alex, yeah. So yeah, her and Alex come out of it, and then she ends up topping and being even better than Alex and being the last one of that tribe to make it to the end. And I don't know, she just had she ingratiated herself well into her little tribe that she now is part of this 3-person alliance that's like the strongest we've seen in the game. But I don't know, it's like she's just so loyal to these people. And I think part of it is when Savannah wins the reward challenge and chooses Soph to go, that's when it like something switches in Soph's mind, and she's like, actually I can't go against Savannah and Rizzo, like we're this tight 3. And all leading up to that she's been saying she wants to. It's like she knows the right thing to do, but she just doesn't have like the force to actually do it. The biggest fumble of the season is Soph having this knowledge is power and using it on Steven, regardless of whether or not she stays in the game or it works, whatever. Even if she really did steal it from him and he hadn't used it yet, it still would have been the biggest fumble, because it's just so clear that you should be taking an idol, not a block a vote or steal a vote, is really what she thought it was. You know that you need to go against Savannah and Rizzo in order to make a name for yourself in this game. So why not take this opportunity to make the biggest move and steal the idol from Rizzo? Also, what was I going to say?
Okay, but question. Let's say Christina and Sage weren't voting with them. She would have been gone. So like it would have made sense to take the vote block.
No, I think she should have taken the idol and played
in that
the
moment
idol on herself. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think take the idol and just play it on yourself.
Sure.
Like,
yeah. And then they vote out Rizzo. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Even then, let me say this. Well, actually, no. Yeah, guess what? It's done. Because if you take Rizzo's idol, right? If you think you're getting voted out, you take Rizzo's idol. Guess what? This is what would have won her the game down. You're at final 6, right before, hey, time to vote. Hey, I acknowledge his power. Rizzo, I'd like your idol. Then he's like, what the fuck?
Right.
They take Rizzo's idol.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to vote for Rizzo. She doesn't play that idol. She saves that idol for 5. Because guess what? No one's going to throw a vote on her. They know Rizzo is fucking barebacked, fucking ready to go. And then you've now gotten Rizzo out. You make it to final 4. You are a challenge or a fire-making challenge away from $1 million. That was it right there. Rizzo would have respected it as a game move. It's nothing Savannah can do about it, because guess what, bitch? You're at 5. Like, it's done. Like, you did it. Or you can lie to Savannah and be like, we couldn't make it without him. They want to get Steven out too. This could have been such cinema. This could have been such, and really, she would have won the game. It would have been so good. And it's so depressing that it was like, this could have been a highlight to like a top like 10 horrific Survivor moments by her. And I wish she got sent home. Because it sucks that her bad gameplay, there's no repercussions for it other than she was already going to lose $1 million. But now,
talk about the jury laughing at her. Like, that was so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. As soon as she uses it and Steven like laughs and is like, no, it pans to the jury and they're just cracking up. Like, that's when I knew right then and there she lost the game, because you don't have the jury on your side. Like, they all.
And the thing is it would have been different if she acted like she didn't need it, but she acted as if she did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when Rizzo doesn't play the idol, she's like, oh my God, I'm going home. Oh my God, I'm going home. Like,
You could have had the
That
idol
is
there.
showing you have no control in this game and you are not
Mhm.
running it for fucking shit. That was I just I'm so upset because I really thought she was getting such a great edit and I thought this was her moment and it was a fucked up complete
Yeah.
clusterfuck.
Speaking of the idol, what I was gonna say too, I forgot who made the point about she could have kept the idol for next time. The only thing is that Rizzo has been telling everyone that his idol is only good until 6, which means that tonight would have been the last night that he could use the idol, which obviously we know as viewers is a lie. And I
So she
feel
probably
like
would have
more
played it.
people
Yeah.
should have questioned this because typically an idol can be used until 5. Like we've never really seen it only be able to be used until
Mm-hmm.
6. So that was a lie that he created just so that people wouldn't vote for him again. And again, it's just kind of like I'm bored with this whole thing. I'm bored with you going up there pretending you're going to use it and then not using it. Like it's all just
But I
fluff and too
feel
much for me. I feel like it's not doing what he thinks it is at this point.
I think she knew though it expired. I think she knew it was a lie. Like I think
Yeah.
Mm.
her and Savannah knew. I could be wrong, and I would love if anybody knows or would like to comment, or maybe we can like ask someone that's on
Yeah.
the show. I would love to know because I think she knew it was for 5. Because remember, Steven is like, "Oh, is it good?" Or Sage is like, "Oh, is it good till 5?" And he was like, "Yeah." I don't think Soph or Savannah were like, "What?" I don't know. I need to check back the
Mm.
tape, but I don't know. I would love to see that. But you're
Yeah.
QT,
Yeah.
you're right. Out of 49 seasons, why are we now changing the goalpost? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Yeah.
so many people are trying to lie about when these things expire and this, that, like when has an idol ever why would an idol expire at 6 but not 5 just because you found it before? Like what? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, that's like it's but again, it's going to the caliber of player we are up against is not high at all.
Agreed. Well, so yeah, he ends up not using it, and to your guys' points, as well as him not using it on himself, he doesn't use it on Soph, which signals probably to Soph that he is not maybe as caring about her game as she thought, which I don't know why you would even think that with Rizzo. But I don't have confidence that Soph is going to do anything about it, honestly, at this point, because we haven't seen her do anything up until now. So, like,
Yeah.
why start now? So I'm curious going into the final 5, what's going to end up happening, depending
I think
on who
Savannah
wins.
won like
Not
easily,
even
in my
not
opinion.
even not even Savannah won. I could see Savannah getting booted at 4. What I'm upset
Then
about
who
is
wins?
I think Rizzo wins.
No.
What I'm upset about is we saw so last season a guy Kyle, I think Kyle won last season that you guys didn't
Mm-hmm.
watch, but Kyle won, and then this girl Camilla, and I love her. I'm so excited to see her come back for 50. She got fourth, she couldn't make fire, and she would have won the game if she made it to the end.
Mm,
Um, I'm upset that we are seeing the same thing happen for 50. I was hoping that we would see Savannah or Rizzo go out early on because like I did not want to know that these two bitches made it as far as they fucking did. Um and I'm kind of just at this point, like I'm assuming one of them wins. I There's no way Soph comes back from this unless she does something at
there's
5
no
and
way.
flips on
Yeah.
unless she flips on Savannah at 5 and then somehow beats Rizzo and Fire at 3. Like that is the only way she's winning at all. But I don't know. I'm kind of just like to say let down. Like I don't know why Jeff was trying to act like this season was something spectacular. We needed 2 people from it on 50
Yeah.
is in fucking sane when like the gameplay has been such fucking horseshit. I'm just like throw it away. Like I'm so like I just want them to get their asses handed to them on
Yeah,
50. I want them to
put
literally
it on
get
the
so
table.
fucking embarrassed on 50 because the fact that we like Jeff and CBS is like praising these people as like these staple people on 50 when we were missing out on icons. I'm like goodbye.
Yeah,
Double
I
up.
agree. And I think the only reason we're even like talking about them so much is because they were put on such a high pedestal
Yeah.
for the fact that we know that they're on 50. Because if not, they like Savannah, especially, like really doesn't do it for me. Like in the
She's
middle
a
of the game when
copy.
people
That's
were
it.
comparing her to Parvati, like take that back. Anyone who ever said that, that's
She's
insane.
just good at comps. That's it. Like
Exactly. She's not good
there's
socially.
horrific socially, horrific.
Yeah. And even Rizzo, I can understand the persona of Rizzo being a character that we remember, but a game player, like not necessarily. But our final 5, this is crazy by the way. Our final 5 is Savannah, Rizzo, Sophie, Sage, and Christina. I don't think we even brought up Christina's name once
We
in this
didn't.
40-minute
We
podcast.
didn't.
But was
The
there
only thing
was
I'll say about Christina is that I was shocked that she also voted
But
out
she did.
Steven more than
Yeah.
Sage. I was like, wait, they both voted for him?
I clutched my pearls when I found out when Jeff said the blah blah blah. I was like,
Right. Correct.
I I couldn't because I there's no words like and Jordan and I follow Sage and I love Sage as a human being. I need a minute after this episode.
I need
Oh my god.
I'm like so like no because I'm so upset because like Sage could be a phenomenal like just a fun player. You know what I mean? Like fun, like does some crazy shit and like has a little bit of an outwardly game, but like gets it done. You know what I mean? Like she really has that in her. And this was so horrifically bad, and I'm so fucking embarrassed for every but single human being on the season.
And there you have it,
And
folks.
that's what was said.
Right. Well, out of the final five, who are you guys hoping wins? Maybe. Like, who
No,
would you want
Savannah.
to win out of this five? Who's like your top contender?
literally I honestly probably Savannah and because I can't even be angry at Savannah like she is who she is. She wins comps, but that's what it is. Her social game sucks.
Mhm.
It would have been Sophie before this episode 100%. Like
Same.
Sophie, like, and I am such a firm believer. I think the physical part of this game is 25%, and I think socially it's 75. And I think when you have such a dog shit social game, I can't root for you. I don't care if Savannah's a social like a physical threat. For me, who I look at Soph, who was she was part of two people, a part of her tribe. Then they got rid of Alex. She was one person. She integrated herself. Everybody loved her. Nobody wanted to vote her out. The only reason Soph is getting votes right now is because Savannah had the necklace and Rizzo had the idol. She wouldn't have gotten votes. I think socially she's been phenomenal. She's been great. This episode literally made me want to drown myself in the Fijian Ocean.
Period. What about you, Jordan? Who are you looking to win?
Savannah. I mean, her social game hasn't been obviously good, but I think like there's been people actually I don't really know because I haven't seen that many seasons of Survivor. I've probably seen like 15 total. But like I could see a path where someone with a bad social game wins, like just by being like very in your face. But like Rizzo just bothers me. The idol stuff bothers me. The fake
Let me see.
playing the idol, like it's just so performative.
And what I'm going to say to that is this is all I'll say at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Rizzo also has an ass social game. Savannah has an ass social game, but at least Savannah's winning challenges. That's it. Like, if I'm sitting there at the jury, I'm like, okay, you just like said you were going to play the idol and you never played the idol, but like, what connections did you try to make so like you wouldn't get voted off?
Yeah.
You really didn't do that. I would look at the same thing for Savannah. Savannah, what did you try to do to lower your threat level when you didn't win? Like, what were you really doing to make sure that happened? You really didn't do anything. So who am I voting off of? Oh, I guess I have to vote off comp wins. And Savannah, you ate the fuck up. And Rizzo, you were ass cheeks. So there's nothing really else for me to go off of. And
Oh
I
my
would give her
God. One last thing about Rizzo that drove me crazy is when he was with Steven, he was like, yeah, I know it's a vote still. Like, I mean, I know Survivor. Like,
Right.
it's a vote still. Like, I was like, no.
That is so awkward. I am gonna go a little bit different than you guys.
Ooh.
I also think it's between Savannah and Rizzo, but I actually think that I'd prefer a Rizzo win. I feel like he's done. I'm screaming.
Wait, is
and
that real?
I'm disowned. I just feel like you guys know how I feel about him. I think this whole idol play has been long dragged out and way too much, and it's gone way too far. But I mean, when you're looking at this season and the people that he's playing with, he is playing them. Like he's done. I don't like compared to if he were to be plopped into a different season, I don't know if he would do this good. I don't know that for any of them, but
No.
I do feel like he is using these people to his advantage. I think he has kind of been the reason why a lot of people have gone home. Most notably, I feel like when Merge started, or that split vote when he was the one that convinced them to go for MC instead of Sophie. Well, first of all, instead of him, and then instead of Sophie, MC. So I feel like he does do a pretty good job of like talking people and pointing them into different directions. I don't think Savannah does. I think Savannah does a good job of protecting herself, but not necessarily influencing anything that happens in the game. I think Rizzo's maybe influence the game a little bit more. That's just in my opinion.
I mean,
but...
I can also influence people that are fourth graders that haven't seen Survivor
Right.
before. I mean, it's like he
No,
shouldn't have had that idol. Like the entire other side of the game should have been saying every week, Rizzo, we're voting you. We're voting you. You need to play your idol tonight. We're voting
Nina.
you.
Nina. Nina,
just
just
vote.
no, I'm gonna get vote. Just vote. Like
Just
your
vote.
Rizzo. Like there's no other name I'm writing down. Like I am
Right.
writing your name down every fucking day, and people will join me. Like I don't. I agree with what QT said, but I also
Yeah.
think the MC thing, low key. I don't even think. I think Rizzo hopped on the back of it. If I remember this correctly, like I think he thought he was eating, but it was already kind of in motion, and he thought he was doing something. I could be wrong. I kind of remember it that
Yeah.
way, but
I think it was that people were leaning towards going Sophie. Like it was already leaning towards not doing him, but they were going Sophie because comp threat, and he was kind of like, well, she's not going to win every single thing. Like it's been one comp, and then that kind of like turned them away.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all I have to
Who knows?
say
Maybe
is.
Christina will win.
Oh,
girl. And if she does, put me
all I
on
have
Big
to
Brother.
all I have to say is the two soaps were the most disappointing people this whole entire fucking season for me, and I don't think that's a coincidence.
Period. They'll do.
Agreed, and my dog agrees as well. So
Yeah.
all
And that's
right.
all we have
Well,
to say.
that is all that we have for you. Very excited to watch the finale and see who ends up winning this
Oh wait, so
amazing
that's our winner
season.
pick. So QT, I know you want Rizzo to win, but who do you think is going to win? Everybody put in there. If you don't know spoilers, I don't know spoilers.
Yeah.
Who do we think is going to win?
I'm going to stand by Rizzo.
Okay.
Yeah.
The main reason I say Savannah is just because of her edit at the beginning of the season. She was like such a main character before Rizzo was. Like the only reason I was even looking at Rizzo was because of 50. But Savannah, I just remember her like having a strong edit throughout the whole season. So that's like part of the reason I'm saying Savannah.
I mean, I'm gonna say Savannah. If not Savannah, Sophie. I don't know why,
Okay.
Ooh.
but I
Sophie
just
win
I,
would
I
be
can't.
crazy at this
I
point.
can't have Rizzo win because he already calls himself the Riz God, and I just like cannot have that on 50 of being like, and I won, so I really am a god. So we're gonna say, throw the season away, give it to Christina.
Period. There you have it, folks. That is all we have for your recap, and we will see you guys very soon, honestly, for the recap of the 49 finale. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, you can find me everywhere at Quori-Tyler, Quoritler. Daniel, where can they find you?
Daniel_Cusimano, any and everywhere. Jordan, where can they find you?
You can find me here and at It's Jordan Staff.
Period.
And in 3 days on Reality Group Chat. And over on Reality Group Chat, The Amazing Race. And on Reality Group Chat, Big Brother 27.
Oh, we're jumping the game. Period. All right, well, we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.